Hello.
Hi.
What you doing?
What you mean? What I'm doing? I'm watching the PLE. I'm watching the PLE. I'm pulling up the wiki so I can get our stats ready because we do everything correct on the buckle,
That's
and
right.
and,
That's
and
right.
I am
That's right.
acknowledging my tribal chief. That's what I'm doing.
Well, to be honest, you always acknowledge your tribal chief. So this is nothing new. Justin knows who his tribal chief is.
Yes.
I have to say, I was a little worried about this. I wasn't sure if it was even going to happen because of all the rumors that we heard. And I normally don't listen to rumors, but I just be, sometimes, things have been going left for the past couple of months in pro wrestling, especially in WWE with injuries and stuff. And so I this is one of the reasons why sometimes live events in between pay-per-views, I feel is not a good idea. Because then, you get these possible things that may or may not happen. But I'm glad that it didn't. It wasn't true. Um, it felt like in some points of the match, the match felt slow. I'm going straight into the main event. The match felt a little slow only because I kind of felt like maybe he was nursing something and they wanted to be super careful.
Hmm.
Um, but I thought it was slow, it was methodical, and I thought it was very physical. Like they did tell a story, which he always does tell a story, in my opinion. Other people, think differently, but I always feel like when Roman wrestles, especially when he wrestles within the bloodline, like the matches always tell a story within that family. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I found a couple of spots to be super funny. I'm glad they used the table. I'm glad they used um the toolbox. I'm glad he utilized like the whole hand situation. I'm glad he finally found a defense. Um Jacob still looks like a monster. I know that there was some talks about Drew being a thing. I'm glad he wasn't a thing. Um, yeah, I'ma like it.
No, I'm surprised. Well, maybe you like it because here's the thing: going into this, you said I needed blood. You wanted some
I
blood,
did, I did, I
and we didn't
did.
get
But
it.
I got physicality, right? I got the turnbuckle stuff. I got that. I got the toolbox. I got the steps. I got all of that stuff. I don't know if it's because he doesn't like blood. I don't know what it is, but I would love to see a Roman Reigns match that blood comes out of it.
Well, it could also be maybe. Remember, we were forgetting Roman's got a condition, so maybe that has
Oh
something
yeah,
to do
that's
with it too. Of
right. That's
like,
right. That's right. That's right.
let me not bleed because this could be even more. Ooh, all right. So we got post match commentary, Kathy and the Bloodline with Jacob.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's pause. I'm a mute.
All right, for those who are listening, we welcome you to this special edition of the Buckle, where we're talking everything the Clash. Right now, we are watching Roman Reigns post match interview with Kathy, which got the Usos out there and Jacob behind them. Jacob got a little look on his face, and Roman basically like, "Yo, Roman talking to shit, rightfully so. He's the champ. He's now undefeated tribal combat." Yeah, I'm just looking at Jacob because Jacob got this look of like, damn, I really just lost that. It's like not angry, like defeat and like reluctance of like, fuck, I gotta fall in line. Ugh. I like that.
I like that post
I
match.
like that. It's Roman talking, but it's adding to the story of like,
Yes,
Jacob,
yes.
bring your ass into the fold. It's like,
Right. Yo,
yes,
yo.
Dad.
Jay said, "Come hither." He
Yo,
said, "What is you doing?"
Roman was like that dad. It's like, didn't I tell you to get inside when the street lights come on? And
That's
Jacob like,
right.
shit, and I'm getting grounded.
he he looked like wow, like listen, I love it. I love the family dynamic. I cannot get enough of the bloodline. Just give me different chapters of it. Don't give me the same thing. And a lot of people think that this is the same thing. I personally don't think this is the same thing. Like this feels like they were in the playground and in the backyard playing a game. He said he was going to win. He won, and then all the cousins, all the cousins that are like cool, and he's the outside cousin. Now they're like dogging him right now. That's what it felt like.
It's a different story because Jacob's like the cousin you don't see often because he be
Right,
getting in trouble. And
right.
now when you see him around the family, it's like this is why he ain't around that much because everyone tell you about cousin Jacob and like, yo, be careful with him.
Yeah.
And it's a different of it because it's also Roman regaining the title and reestablishing dominance within the family
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
now it's I'm the champion. I've always been the tribal chief, but now everything's falling through me, and now the Usos are more in line versus the first time where like Roman had to beat their ass into submission to fall in line.
Nah, they know.
And
They
then you
know.
and then you got the second faction with Jake with Solo and the Tongans basically like, yeah, I ain't rocking with Roman. That's why Roman's like, I got something for their ass later.
I'm interested to see how what comes of that. Like it's interesting that they are on a separate brand. They crossed them over. Does everybody come over? Like is there a complete switcheroo, or is it that they go back and forth, right? Like I wonder. I wonder if there's some cross contamination.
And it's also they cleaned it up too, because remember they cut the bat Tongaloa and then my man who wasn't working, Jeff Cobb. So now it's the three of them with the Tongas, but
Mhm.
now it's more like cool. You got the wrestler and Tama Tonga, who's the skilled of the three. You got big
Yeah.
ass Hikuleu, who they're going to do something with, and then you got Solo, who's evolved out of Roman's shadow. So now it's a little more cleaner and more
Oh my god, look at this doofus. Anyway, go ahead.
Now
Mhm.
we'll get to him later. I got thoughts on him, but staying on the main event, like I really liked the match. It didn't need the blood, especially
Mhm.
given what we got last night in AAA. Although that's
Mhm.
the thing is, if we're gonna call this tribal combat, we kind of need a. I'm not saying the blood is necessary, but we kind of need to hype up a little more of the violence, only because this seems like a basically no DQ match.
I felt like this I felt like this one was a little bit more hyped up and a little bit more brutal. I just invited Adam to step in and talk with us, and Bill Bixby whenever
Hey, you in the
he sees
passenger
a
seat.
request.
You got the aux. I'm driving. You got the aux.
So I feel like what we talking about?
We're talking about Roman in this version of the tribal combat versus the J1. And you
No,
said,
you made a comment.
oh, I was saying
Didn't you?
I'm driving the car. You got the aux.
No, before that, before that.
Before that, no, we were talking tribal combat and how you were saying this one was more
Oh
vicious
yes,
compared to
yes,
the
yes,
other
yes.
one.
Yes, I feel like this one was more a little bit more physical than the other one. I felt like, the J one was emotional, was emotional. I don't think I said that I was gonna watch back the solo one, but I didn't. And then this one I felt like was a bit more physical, but it needed to be physical because it was so hard to put him down for the past 4 weeks, right? So you have to continuously like sell that no matter what, he's hard to put down. And I think they did a good job of doing that. And once he found the toolbox and really kind of controlling the hand and trying to disable that, I liked it a lot better.
Agreed. So I think we're both in agreement. I know. I think
Mhm.
Corey would agree if he was in here too. Like the main event delivered. It gave you what you wanted.
Mhm.
Obviously, everything built towards the main event. I'm trying to see the runtime for it. 27 minutes.
Yeah.
on the dot for your
I
main
thought they were
event.
gonna get 45. I thought they were gonna get 45, but 27 minutes, yeah.
45, that would have been doubled. We still be
Yeah.
going right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
27's good. It did a lot and then it kind of went by faster. But like you said, like it was a methodical pace. But that's kind of
Mhm.
Roman's matches of I'm not gonna give you I could give you grasp, but I'm gonna give you storytelling and we're gonna ease
Yes.
into it. It's not like we're gonna put our foot on the gas and go 100 out for rep. It's no. Let's get it
Right.
to 20, then get it to 40, then get it to 60, and then once we get to 100, then we're gonna go for real.
Yeah. Adam? And then Bill.
Hi, thank you.
Mhm.
I'm a little disappointed.
Okay. No, listen, this is the platform.
Um, Storytelling was great. I mean, using the toolbox because the time in death grip, Jacob continuing to sell the hand even through his punches, awesome. But if it's tribal combat, and we know that Jacob Fatu is this vicious, vicious
Mhm.
character, I would have liked to seen him be more vicious with the weaponry around
Mhm.
him. Like that was the whole point. Roman, you can't beat me without your dubious ways. So I'm gonna give you what you want with tribal combat. And I feel like we could have seen a little bit more of that. Maybe we didn't because of perhaps the injury that Jacob was dealing with. I didn't really see anything to me that I don't know if you guys did
I
that
did.
where it looked like he was
I did
injured.
in the beginning when they showed when there were clips in the beginning before the show started. It showed that he was hiding. He was walking and he was favoring the left side of his body. So it and then in the ring, and then when they were outside, remember when they were outside and they were on the floor for a long time? I think
Mhm.
that he might have tweaked something and he was just trying to gather himself.
Yeah, I wonder if that had anything, like if it changed anything, perhaps. But I mean, Roman's great. He tells a great story when he's in the ring. Um, Cal said it. I saw his tweet earlier. He said, "Hey, that was a great season finale of the Bloodline. Can't wait till next season." That's what we got here. Um, Roman again hitting people in the nards, kicking out of the pit. And that gets me every
Mhm.
time because I'm never expecting it.
Mhm.
But we'll see. I mean, Jacob, it looks like he went to the school of Jey Uso with his facial expressions there after the
Mhm.
match. I'm really excited to see what they got. I mean, Solo is probably my favorite of all the Bloodline members just because of the maturation that he's done with his
Mhm.
character of who he was when he showed up at Clash a few years ago. So I'm really interested to see where
You
they're
like
going
you
with
like
this.
this jokester guy?
Well, I think he does a healthy.
He does it good though.
I
Mhm.
think he can do a healthy balance uh, of jokester vicious solo when needed.
Mhm.
I haven't seen anything to say that he
Right. No,
can't
no,
do it
no.
because he's had
Mhm.
so many iterations of his character
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
He's really the only member of the bloodline who has shown this range of character. He's got that little brother in him where he was getting messed with when he was little, and he couldn't do anything because he was probably smaller. So he just made fun of Jimmy and Jay and their girlfriends and
Mm.
stuff, and then ran
Mm.
away.
Mm.
So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And then obviously the elephant in the room is when it's all bloodline like this is the rock of it all. And with Saudi Arabia next year, that's always going to be in my head, and I want to get it out.
Right, right. Dapper Dan, thank you for joining.
DDM, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How you doing?
We good, we good. We talking
We
about the
better
main
than Jacob
event.
right now.
I know, right? Do I sound clear? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm outside. It's a wine festival
Oh, nice.
downtown in my city because we like to get drunk. We're a bunch of alkies, so it's nothing like getting drunk in the sun in the middle of May.
I know that's
No,
right. I know
but
that's right.
I think I love the way that Roman talks during the match.
Yes.
I think that it is, and what is interesting is it's very clear. You know how sometimes people talk during matches and it's kind of muffled and
Yeah.
it's not all the way there. Like
Yeah.
you can always very clear through them big ass chompers hear everything that he's saying.
What? Watch it.
You know. I don't know what kind of dental work was done, but the dentist definitely said,
Eh,
A
"Oh,
little
these
Hey,
extra for
bitches is
you.
right. These bitches is going to be big, but we going to be able to hear you."
it's better dental work than Dame Dash. I'll tell you that. His shit ain't popping out his
De-
mouth.
it's
Right.
not tumbling, you
Right.
know. It's not tumbling per Jay Z. But I think overall, this is good. Roman is great.
Mhm.
Roman is great, and there's no denying that.
No.
You know, he's a great storyteller in ring.
Mhm.
Like he always tells a story in ring, and it's always great. I have no notes. I mean, he's just not full time. That's the only thing. He just he shows up when he wants to. But the thing is, I can you can afford to be part time when you deliver.
But I don't think that I don't think that that's a thing for right now. I don't think he's part-time right now.
I mean, yeah,
I've
but
never felt I haven't felt I normally feel like, okay, this feels part-time. This doesn't feel part-time to me.
I mean, I feel you, but I just it's just not. Maybe it's just because he's not oversaturated like I'm used to during the bloodline.
Mm.
That might
Which
be what it is.
which is another that's a creative conversation too, right? Because it feels like there's not enough even if they're telling a story, they're just kind of like limiting the story, but I feel like that's a separate conversation we can have on like Tuesday or something.
Hmm.
Oh,
Um
okay, come on, Tuesday.
okay, let's go backwards. Becky and Soul. I was shocked. Surprised. Um Pleasantly surprised, but I was shocked. I thought that um Becky was going to win. It was good. She looks scared in the beginning because I guess this might be her second PLE, but first singles, right?
For Soul?
Yeah. Singles PL, like main event PLE.
Yeah.
Singles. Yeah. So maybe that's what it is. And then she's in a different country. And so she looked very timid coming out. However, um, I was shocked that she won because she has lost since she debuted. And so it was interesting, but I wasn't expecting her to walk away with the belt.
That definitely got me off guard. I was like, oh shit, she won? That was a
Mhm.
3 count?
Mm.
And it's interesting because it's like while it's like a fast rise for Soul, but it's also like the side story of like Becky and Jessica.
Mhm.
And it's like always Jessica's getting Becky's matches, and always Becky's got some shit with the ref that
Mm.
plays a part in whatever happens, win or loss.
Mhm.
And yeah, Soul looked good. There was a little moments where it's like a little bit wasn't
It was
crisp.
slappy.
There
Yeah,
was a
it was
little
slappy.
sloppiness, but I'll chop that to nerves. Like you said, first high profile match in an international crowd. That's a lot to take in if you know you're coming up from NXT. It's like, oh shit, this is a culture shock because you're going from
Mhm.
the small comfort confines that you're used to, and now it's like I'm in fucking Turin and this crowd is super lit, and I'm going against Becky Lynch, and I got a title match. Like, that's a lot to put on your shoulders, but management's gonna put that on your shoulders and see if you can sink or swim. And I think it's there. She's got the talent, she's got the skills, she's got the title now. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next because we've seen Becky in and out of this IC division ever since that title came into existence. So now is it? Does Becky stay in? Do we get some fresh challengers for Soul? What's the direction we go in? Where now
Right.
everyone's gonna be chasing her.
Why is she in
This
the
is
King
a
of the Queen of the Ring tournament? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why?
oh no, I was saying this is a good opportunity to reset that belt.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity to now take a lot of these girls, the Roxannes, um the Raquels,
Mhm.
the Feather Lady, what's her name, Lava,
Lyra. That's right.
all of those girls, Lash,
Mhm.
you know, all of those girls. Let's make that belt, no shade, the NXT belt
Mhm.
transition into the big belt.
Yeah.
Let's use this belt to build those girls. A, because they had chemistry and you know they're going to give you a good match because they're comfortable with each other.
Mhm.
And also, two, that gives them time to build each other in the division. Make that the middle, the what it's supposed to be, and
Right.
use that belt for all of those girls.
Right.
And why is she in the Queen of the Ring? Simple, because winning Queen of the Ring guarantees you a title shot at the top titles. So Saul has a
Mm,
chance to double dip and be like, while I'm IC champion, why not go for Liv's belt or Rhea's belt?
I hear you. Bill.
How's it going, good people?
What
Hey,
up?
how are you?
Good. Since my bet on Wemby winning the West Conference Finals play MVP and my Spurs making the finals bet
No,
hit.
here he
Yeah.
come.
Hey, all I got to say is that the lady on Dayton found out about that bet, want to go to a steak dinner. Nah,
Oh
nah.
my
But
god.
anyway,
Bill's getting it out now
but
because come Tuesday, the tone is gonna shift.
I know.
We singing a different tone come Tuesday when that game is on Wednesday.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
I'm a Bulls fan, so I got my fourth pick on good. But here's the thing about the show, right?
No,
Roman
no,
is
hold
old
on.
school.
We're doing Roman and we're doing IC.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on Roman. Talk about the Roman match first.
Okay, okay.
He's old school, and people don't like a lot of the IWC, the ones who've been brain dead by the PWG style. Roman tells a story. He doesn't have to do a bunch of crazy moves to get over because you tell a story. He worked a body part tonight. That was the old school wrestler. You work a body part, help Jacob overcome it, and then when he couldn't hit his move at the end, the tongue and death grip. I love that. Excuse me. But I figured that Jacob was going to end up being Roman's new enforcer. But if y'all notice how Roman been talking to Jacob for these 2 months, he's kind of like the black guy at the office who's telling you how to move in the office to keep the people off your back and you move up. That's what he reminds me of. He's teaching Jacob how to move. If you want to be a top guy, this is how you got to move. This is how you got to conduct yourself and everything. And I think, and the thing I like, and people can say they want about Roman, he elevates people. Say what you want. People say what they want. He elevating Jacob. Solo, people care about Solo. The Usos elevated them to like what Jay won the title, and people didn't think twice about it. Less these nerds online. I love
Mhm.
that. And by the way, our tribal chief, you got to pay to watch him. You ain't got to watch him on free TV. But anyway, uh,
Talk about it. Talk about it.
but but the thing is about that IC match, so you gotta stop wearing the Jabot jeans. You want to hit these flips now, you know. But
Mm.
but the thing is, like DDN was saying, that's another thing old school in WCW US title and in old school WWFE. The IC title was made to build up people, and like I like the fact they used Becky as a vet to build her up. But this is a good way for Soul to have fresh feuds with somebody on that roster. And that's a good way for people to test you to see before you move up to the main title. Because look at WWFE history. The Rock, Austin, Brett, Shawn Michaels, all these people won the IC title first. And then went off to the world title. And I think that is the way they should do it with this. And my last thing is for y'all to get to the next one. We get Charlotte and Jade first round in the Queen of the Ring bracket. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Mhm.
And I wonder how that's going
Oh,
to turn out.
we're gonna spend the block on
Yeah, I
that.
saw that.
That I saw
Yeah,
it, and I'm tabling for when we get there.
yeah, no worries. But hey, I'll let my plane here. We talk about the other matches. I'll come back in then.
Okay. Corey? Corey B.
Hey, good evening,
Hey, how are
everybody. Hope
you?
y'all are well. I am doing good. So I guess I want to jump on the tribal combat match. I thought it was a good match. I'm with y'all. I would have liked to seen a little bit more violence, but it didn't bother me all of that much. The result of the match was obvious. Roman Reigns shouldn't be losing. A guy like that, you win a title at WrestleMania, you don't lose it the next month. Sometimes the obvious right way is the way to go. So I thought it was a great match. Here's my thing. I don't like the fact that we have Jacob Fatu where he is, and like we're doing this thing where he's about to play the Jey Uso role to learn from Roman because Jacob Fatu was already a top guy at one point. To me,
He
there was
wasn't
a
a top
time.
guy, Corey. Corey, he wasn't a top guy. He
Yes,
was
he was.
losing. No, he wasn't. He was just on TV every week and he was in matches. but he wasn't a top guy. He had a yes, he had a belt, but then his story got abandoned. How what top guy do you know his story gets abandoned? Okay, Gunther. Gunther's story got as
Yeah,
career killer
Gunther got put
got
in wit
abandoned.
sack. They,
That's
they put that
right.
man in witness protection for 6 months, and we're like, "Oh shit, you back outside? Where you been
Right.
at?"
But at the end of the day, like we can't we cannot we cannot mistake constant visibility as being a top person. And you know what? I apologize. I don't want to make it seem like I'm discounting
Oh, that's
your
okay.
feeling already, like, cuz that's not what it is. But if he was a top guy, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
He had trajectory.
He's
I'll
just
say
not.
this. I,
Mhm.
I'll say this.
Mhm.
We've already ran this storyline with Jacob Fatu in Solo. He served under Solo, got the big babyface turn or whatnot. And then personally, I was saying I wanted to see Jacob Fatu beat Cody Rhodes for the title at WrestleMania at the time where they were going at it. But of course, they went with they went
That would
with
have
Jacob
never
Fatu.
happened. That would have never happened, but go ahead. Mhm.
I mean, at that point in time, Jacob Fatu was cooking. So I mean,
Mhm. Mhm. You're
he
right.
may not have been like a top guy like your Roman, Cody's, Punk, Rollins, but he
Mhm.
was up there.
Mhm. Mhm.
So going back to this route, it's like ah, I don't see the benefit, and like going to the bloodline in general. It's like I think we're living in like back when they kept running back the NWO, and it didn't seem as bad at the time, but we look back on it and we was like, it just didn't meet up to when the storyline was at the top. And I look at where we're going next with
Mhm.
Solo, and I'm like, nah, he's just not. He don't measure up to me as a guy that should be opposing Roman Reigns, in my opinion.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're
So I mean,
absolutely
I'm
right. Mhm.
I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna
Mhm.
give it a chance. But yeah, if that's the next Roman versus Solo, I don't quite know about that one.
So I
But
think
great main
here's what
event.
I think. Here's what I think. I think when it comes to the bloodline, I think the situation was back like 2 years ago, people kept complaining that this story was dominating. We kept seeing the same people over and over again, et cetera, et cetera. So now Roman took himself out of the situation, right? And Jay
Mhm.
shined for a little bit. He maintained his stardom. He wind up winning the heavyweight championship. They wind up no, he won the US, right? Or was it IC? IC.
I see.
They took it off of him super quick, right? Didn't really let him have any real motion with it. They took it off him really quick. They went ahead and let him win the Royal Rumble. They went ahead and gave him the title. They went and took it off of him super quick. And then he was just kind of like floating, just being the yeet guy. Jimmy was floating, trying to find his way as Big Jim. Like everybody kind of split up, was doing their thing, and then there was really no creative. Like people were just like, okay, here we are. It's 2 years. So now they're trying to run it back again. Had there not been a had it been a Judgment Day type situation, like look at what the Judgment Day, I don't think should break up. I think the Judgment Day needed a refresh at some point
I
when
agree.
maybe Carlito was in it. They should have done a refresh somewhere there, but I think whatever refresh they were trying to do, it didn't work. I don't think they really made sure that the that refresh was really a refresh. So now we have recess-esque Judgment Day. So I think with the bloodline, they just cut it off, right? They split everybody split up. Roman went away for 2 years to let everybody else get their shine cuz they were complaining, and now we're here 2 years later still in the same spot that we were in when you said you wanted something new and you didn't want to see these guys anymore. So
It's Roman's
I'm
fault.
not saying so what I'm it's always Roman's fault
I mean,
though,
it is.
right? Why is it Roman's fault?
because everybody has shown some kind of tweak in their character in this bloodline saga,
It's
except for
not
one
supposed
person.
to tweak.
Except for
He's
one
not
person.
supposed to change, but he's not supposed
But
to
his
change, Adam.
but his words are that he's trying to get everybody to that spot, but he's not doing it.
He didn't get his cousin into that spot. He didn't get Sammy into that spot.
He didn't
Hmm.
support Sammy. Well, I'm not even talking about
He
Sammy.
got Jay into that spot. I'll give
It-
him that.
okay, he
Anybody else?
had Jay. Okay, it does. So Jay was the one that
Jay did it
kind of
on his
like
own.
spot. He did exactly, but if it wasn't for Roman, Jay wouldn't have been at the spot that he was in. I don't want to turn this into a bloodline conversation, but I don't. I think people are just tired of Roman and they won't see it. They won't see the bookings at that time for what they were, even in the Thunderdome. Anybody that had any type of programming, like Kevin Owens, you're gonna tell me that Kevin Owens wasn't in a high spot. He didn't propel Kevin Owens where Kevin Owens was already there,
That's
but
before the 2 year thing that you were talking about. Those are
no, no,
two
no.
separate
No,
That
that's
bloodline
times.
was
their
four
Kevin Owens was
years. Bloodline was
during.
4 years.
No, I'm saying that
Bloodline was four
right,
years.
but when you were saying after like the 2 year gap since Jay's became a champion until now, like this is the
Right.
time where Roman was allowing, stepping back. All I'm saying is that I love the Bloodline saga. Don't get me wrong, but I just need something different with Roman. Like he needs to start acting. There needs to be
He's not going
consequences
to.
of
That's
his
not the
actions. Like
character. But that's not the character. That's not the character. Evil villains don't change.
that's not true.
Y'all done got
That's
me
literally not
started.
true. They
Y'all,
either
y'all,
get he hasn't
y'all,
gotten worse or gotten better. That's my thing.
He's
He's just the
remained
same.
consistent. That's who the character is.
His
That's
character,
who the
right, but his words do not match that. What
like
he
Punk's
says about
words didn't
himself.
match.
What's this? What aboutism stuff? Like I'm talking about Roman.
I am talking about Roman, but if we're going to talk about if we're going to talk about character development, we should talk about everybody that's not been consistent.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Everybody's not. So he just gets, I just personally feel like when certain people talk about Roman and they get tired of, they feel like they are tired of the character, because I think that's what it is. You're tired of seeing him. You saw him for 4 years. He
I
had
love
that
Roman.
monster reign.
I
I
love
don't
Roman.
think I don't I think you're tired of it though. You're tired of seeing him in the same spot all the time. If he goes, he comes back, he's still in the same spot. That's what you're saying. The character hasn't grown. Is that not what you're saying?
No, I want to see. I want to see some kind of comeuppance or challenge to him, and him be remorseful of the way he treats people, but also at the
That's
same
not the
time that can be some
character, Adam. That's
right.
not the character.
But that's also something that can be empowering for him to become an even better leader and continue to be the tribal chief. I'm totally fine with that. A good
Okay.
leader modifies behavior in good and well in good
This is a
ways if you
story,
live
though.
by
This
them.
is a story, right? This is every movie that you probably have seen or television show that you've probably seen where people are supposed to be remorseful and they're not. It's what you want to see, but that's not what the character is. He's not a what is that character from Secession? Logan, the character
What?
Logan
Oh
always
yeah,
always
yeah,
talked
Logan was
about wanting to
always
do
Logan
good.
gave no
Like, what
shits,
are we
but
yeah,
talking
everything was for
about?
the best of the family.
and he was
Like
Right.
like
Logan
that.
was unapologetic
He
about it.
was
It was
like
like,
that to the end.
To the end, to his dying day.
Right, but being
So
like that, you're
just
not going
like
to end
Logan
up that way.
Roy, but just like Logan Roy, Roman's like, bro, I'm giving you the opportunity. It's on y'all to sink or swim, and I'm stepping back. And that's where I hear what you're saying, Adam. But it's like you're putting on Roman and not enough on like Jay. You had the spot and just became Yeet Man. Jim, you had the spot. You didn't
no,
really
no,
do
no.
much
He
with
became
it.
Yeet Man and it was effective, right? He sold merch. He did all the things. He
He
gave the
did.
classes away. He did all the things. But I feel like Jay lost his way low key in other areas. That's why he's not where he is today.
Yeah, he
Again, a whole other conversation. You know what I mean? That we can kind of dive into. Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, and it's like you guys were talking, it brought up Judgment Day. Like the thing with Judgment Day is someone always comes out on the better end when they reinvent the wheel. Rhea Ripley became the main event star because of the Judgment Day and because of the muscle. And then Damian Priest was the main event star for a while because of the Judgment Day. You see Finn Balor is now babyface, and it's been like the on and off the facto leader. Look at Liv Morgan and on this rise now. Like someone always what comes out on the better end when the judgment day. That's why you can't compare the two. Where the bloodline is like, Jay, you've had the spot, but then once you lost the title, you kind of became like a caricature. And like Mimi said, some of that's on backstage because backstage did him no favors.
Mm-mm, not at all. Not at all.
But
Um,
that's a longer compress. Like we could break this.
yeah.
We could spend an episode breaking this down and
Hmm.
how like backstage has really dropped the ball on a lot of people and set people back.
Yeah. Like I think low key, I think Liv is kind of set back a little bit. I think she is. Like I
She's in
just
a good spot, but if nothing happens in the next couple of months, she's in the danger zone of being set back.
weeks. I think weeks. I think
She's in the
weeks.
Queen of the Ring tournament. How
It's
does that make sense?
I mean,
it's the
Not at
WWE.
I
all. Not
mean,
at
she has one
all.
title. Why not win that damn thing and go after Rios? Why
What?
not be? Why
But
not get both belts?
Both Roxanne and Raquel are on the opposite side, so I'm wondering if that's
It's
what.
like once you introduce with Becky two belts that the multiverse of you can have your champion rocking both belts, especially with Roman and being the undisputed. Why not have him in there? You know, it makes sense. It's also credibility because then whoever beats Liv gets the credibility of beating Liv, and also that's a future title shot down the road because you beat Liv. Storytelling
well,
wise, I get
that's
it.
I get it. I think I get it. I don't know
true.
if I
Oh,
don't like I don't know if I like it. I
Yeah,
think
like
that's
and
the
you
you may
hit
thing.
not
it.
be a fan of like,
And
all
you,
right, you're already a top champion. Why do you need to be in here? But I see the process for it.
Go ahead, Corey.
No, I
I
was
didn't.
just gonna
Oh,
say.
Saunders. Saunders, sorry.
Oh, my
No,
bad.
no. Go ahead, Corey. It's cool. Go ahead.
I
Okay, I'll
just
just.
screamed your whole government. I'm sorry.
It literally says it right there. It's fine.
I can't see. I only
But
see
no,
half of it.
y'all started talking about Liv, but I was just gonna say it's the WWE thing of we see a lot of times somebody has a big moment or wins the title, and there's no real follow up to it immediately, and they start to kind of lose a little bit of momentum, and then it's like, well, what's gonna happen with them? And I think Liv is kind of in that role, and I guess we got to see how it turns out.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Corey. Bowling
No,
Corey.
yeah. Oh my gosh, my name's right there. It's fine.
Keep
I don't
bowling,
mind.
bowling, bowling, bowling.
I do that a lot these
Speaking
days.
of.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah. Lives in the tournament. That's interesting. I like it. I think she's just in there for the match. I mean, because I think those are all fatal four way matches the first round anyway. So
Mm.
I
Really?
mean, yeah. So I mean,
Mm.
at this point, I mean, I don't mind her being in it. I mean, they've had Brock in the Rumble. They've had Roman with two belts. They've had Becky with two. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily fit. Like a peg into the hole. But I mean, she's not winning it, so it doesn't it doesn't matter. I think that's where I'm at with a lot of those things when they throw those little things like that in there for certain situations. I don't see any plausibility that she's winning anyway, so I'm not
Mm.
bothered by it. But I get it. I'm not saying that's not diminishing people that are or questioning it, not at all. But for me, I kind of look at it and it kind of goes by the wayside for me because I don't think she's winning it anyway. Um, the men's side though is very telling because I mean, right off the bat when I looked, I was like, oh,
You look
well,
at the bracket. Hmm.
yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, oh, well, Oba's winning this. I clearly said as soon as I saw the bracket, I said, well, Oba's winning it. And then I was like, but I guess you could have Brock kind of interfere to take him out of whatever match he's in to get eliminated. But immediately off the top of my head, before I even looked at the rest of the bracket, I was like, oh, Oba's winning it. He was the first name I saw, and I was like, yeah, he's winning it. Um, But that, I mean, you could. I mean, again, there's going to be, I think, out of these matches, there's going to be stuff that starts to develop for SummerSlam out of these brackets, and I'm not just talking about the obvious winners getting their title shots. I think there's other matches and stories that are going to start to derive from that. So I'm excited to see what starts tomorrow night for sure.
Okay. Um, Brock and Oba,
Perfect timing because
DDM.
Ah,
Yeah.
you got
ah,
Heyman on on
ah,
the post show.
ah. You know, it was necessary. I was not mad at the loss. I'm happy with it. I know that this needed to happen. Um, I think what it did was it made the F5 not as effective because he had to do so many of them. That's just my personal opinion. Um, I think Oba still looks strong. I think what they're doing because it didn't it gave Brock like it's Brock Lesnar, right? So he's not going to be just like gone. It's not that's not how it's going to go. You know, he's not just going to be like, oh, we're done. You know, can y'all hear me? Sorry,
Yep.
am I
Yeah.
present? Okay,
Yeah.
great. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm done, I'm gone. But I do like the resistance that Oba had for it. I have no problems with this match. I think that Brock Lesnar, it seems like he thinks very highly of Oba because this was a long match for Brock Lesnar. Okay. I think that also, too, I think also we're definitely going to SummerSlam so he can retire in Minnesota. I think that that match should be a stipulation match. I think that it should be an all out, it should be a fight to the finish, and that should feel like the slaying of the dragon. Now, if we don't get that at SummerSlam, then I will have a problem. But I have no
Mm-hmm.
problem with what transpired today.
Mm-hmm. Corey.
Me.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry, that was me, not y'all. That was me. Nah. I was letting Tap do his thing. Um, yeah. So again, like I said, all the brackets, I was like, Oba's winning, but but was saying he leading to and them going to a
Oh, you're
third
cutting
match.
up.
Um, um, yeah.
Can you hear him?
Nah, he getting
I
lost
thought
in
it
the
was
matrix
just
right
me.
now.
Yeah, I thought it was just me.
Oh,
Oh, is
No,
it
he
is
breaking
it
Corey,
up.
not?
you're in a bad area. Yeah, you're
Okay,
in a
I'll come
bad
back. I'll come
area.
back.
Okay.
It's interesting that DDM said that this was a long match for Brock, seeing that this only went six
It
minutes twenty
was.
one seconds, and we've seen Brock wrestle long matches before. So I
But
was
it
like,
seemed long, like no shade,
It
because
did. It
in
did.
my time of seeing Brock Lesnar, yeah, he's had longer matches than like Roman Reigns, but usually with people who are just starting or like they that's not Roman Reigns level or John Cena level, um, it don't like this just seemed long, and not in a bad
Mm-hmm.
way. It just seemed like he gave him a little bit more time. Um,
Yeah.
I think that Brock is tired. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's ready to go. Um, but he's doing what's necessary. But I think that Minnesota is going to be where we have the grand hoo-ah, you know. Um,
Mm.
and if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be like confused.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
confused.
I think this match did what it was supposed to do. I think I was not happy about it in the beginning, and I think I'm with DDM. I'm gonna give it the patience. I'm gonna give it the time because clearly the story is he didn't want to go out like that. That's great, but by SummerSlam, you better be out the dough.
that's the thing is, everyone was like, "Why are we getting the second match when the first one was good?" But this match was excellent. They sprinted and like DDM said, it felt longer, but they were beating the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, it was great. It was like you're gonna get this win, but you're gonna like work for this win,
Yeah, and like
and I like that.
even though Brock spammed his finisher, it also felt like I'm trying to get you out of here
Yeah,
because you ain't beat
yeah,
my ass once. I'm not even gonna let you remotely have a chance to beat me a
yeah,
second time. And you could tell like when he won, it was kind of like a not really like a vindication, but like I survived you.
yeah.
Then I won
Yes,
that. So I do
yeah,
agree. Third match has to be stipulation. Brock losing in his hometown would be perfect, and but it has to be like the definitive conclusion. And
yeah.
usually when we've had these best of three stuff with Brock, the third match has been like really good. Like the him and Cody at SummerSlam, Detroit, really good. All his stuff with Roman has been really good. You know, the SummerSlam match in Tennessee, excellent. So we usually get like when Brock puts a bow on his story, it usually ends up really good. But I
Yeah.
need them to capitalize on Obi because you see like this illy crowd was doing his dance. They were singing Brock's
Everybody.
music. They like
Yes.
they
Yes.
like Oba's over like Rover.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they because the Italians don't really fuck with niggas, so I was
Yeah, and
like,
that's the
oh
thing.
shit.
Like Oba, yeah, you guys know like European crowds, they gonna let you know.
Hmm.
And the fact that Oba's over like this is like a yo, they really fuck with him. But
He
W's
and I
gotta do
think
something with
And
that.
I think that Oba needs this great match with Brock Lesnar too. I think what Gunther said about him and wanting to see him go
Hmm.
longer, I think that's an
Yeah.
accurate statement. But a talent like that can only go long with a certain kind of talent because if you have them go along with a talent that looks inferior or is a step lower, it's going to be like, why is he having so much trouble with this person? Unless you're building an
Yeah.
underdog story, he needs to be going long with titans like a Gunther or a
Yeah.
Roman or a Drew McIntyre, like that level of guy. Um,
Yeah.
so I think that's what he needs. I think for King of the Ring. See, the thing is with King of the Ring if he does win King of the Ring, that stipulation goes, that winner gets a title match at SummerSlam. Brock does not have a title right now. So
Right.
that would mean that you would have to, you know, unless you're just not going to care and just say, fuck the title match, um, Brock would have to get a title between now and SummerSlam, which I don't see unless he just
With that happening.
he
Hmm.
number one, he's on Raw, and Cody's on
Hmm.
SmackDown. He would have to take it from Roman, which unless Roman wants to go on vacation, I don't see that happening in such a short time. It wouldn't make sense in the booking either. Um, I don't think Over
I
wins
think
King of the Ring.
Yeah, I think looking at the brackets right now, it's setting up for Obafemi Seth Rollins final. And I think what you can do is have Brock come out and cost Oba the King of the Ring, and that's how you set up the third match, and
Mm.
that's how you also set up
Yeah.
Roman and Rollins for the title at SummerSlam.
Come on, Justin, you better call it out. You better storyteller Buckhouse.
Hey,
Why is he not in the writers' room? I'm
once
on the check, bitch.
DDM put it in the ethos, I was like, let me look at this bracket again to see who's on the other side. And
Yes, we need to get hired. We need a check.
the big name
We
is
need a check.
We need
Sethington,
a
and it's like,
check.
well,
Yeah.
you could also pivot
We
and
need,
do Finn if you wanted to, but Seth is the one that's like, nah, y'all been circling
I
each other.
can't
Just
find
go
the
do this.
bracket.
exactly, and we need a check.
Check
We need a check.
Fightful's check Mimi, check Fightful's
Either.
IG. They have both brackets.
Okay. Let me look at it
But
right
there you
now.
Yeah,
go.
the brackets are there. Yeah,
You got
I
some
mean,
people in the chat too, um,
Oh, here it is. Okay.
as well. I don't know if y'all want to bring some folks up or not.
Yes. Adam and then Bill Bixby.
Yeah. I thought they did a good job of Brock selling the desperation of trying to get his lick back. Him starting off early before the bell rang, delivering as many F5s as he did,
Mm-hmm.
putting in that Kimura. It looked like when Brock did come back, surprisingly, quote unquote, um, that it was like, did I get beat or did I have a bad day? Is this the way I want to go out? And I thought him coming out the way he did, it will tell the story if, and more likely we get that third match of Obo learning a lesson of, yeah, he turned his back when the lights were off and Brock attacked him. And then you saw the next week when he did it with Heyman in the ring, he took a peek behind him to make sure Brock wasn't there. So this is like another lesson in that uh, if we do see that third match, more than likely we will. He won't. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a quick squash, even though if it's in Minneapolis, that would be a cool story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's all going to pan out between the brackets and stuff, but I really enjoyed the way they told this story, and I think that's why the match between Brock and Obas felt so long because of the desperation that Brock uh, went into it. Because he gets sweaty and tired, heavy breathing real quick, and I thought they did a
Mhm.
really good job of selling it. So
I'm looking at these brackets, and did Corey? You said you think they're going to be fatal four ways.
Yeah, the first round.
I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's
It
accurate. I
looks
feel
like it.
like
I mean, it looked
yeah,
like
it
it to
is
me.
because there's only one
when is
line
King of the
connecting
Ring?
to the
When is
four.
King of the Ring?
Next month.
Yeah, you gotta whip through these quick.
Mm,
If you look,
okay.
there's one line coming out of the four brackets, not two lines.
I feel like
Oh.
I feel like these are maybe
Uh,
I'm wrong.
yeah, it's okay.
Shut
Um,
up.
I'm just
Shut
saying.
up.
Just saying.
Mhm.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah. The I love what they're doing with the with how they suspend. Much like what Adam had brought up, how it made it look like Brock's desperation and everything, and how everybody feels like it felt like the match was long. That was a 6 minute match, and I was like, it's crazy, not in a bad way, but it's crazy how so many people, just the way they booked the match from the beginning to end, that it felt like it was a longer match than what it was. Because I was looking, I was like, this is only like a 6 minute match, but it really did feel like a long time. So good job for them getting in and out. But yeah,
Yeah.
it felt like a long time for the match, but it wasn't. Might have been the shortest match on the card, to be honest. So
It was.
yeah, so yeah, man. But they did a good job though. They
They
did.
did. Brock understands the assignment regardless of how we feel about him. He has done a very good job of doing what he needs to do with Obafemi, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Oh
Which
yeah.
tells you he really likes working him because we seen if Brock don't fuck with you, he he
Yeah, we
he ain't
seen
gonna
what
polish you
happens.
up.
Yeah,
He be like, hey, I'm just here for the check. But if
he gonna polish you up. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say
if
he's gonna polish you up a different
but if
way, but he
but if
gonna
he
get you.
rocks with you, you see in the match quality, like he gives a shit.
That's right. Bill Bixby.
All right, first things first. DDM got me thinking about something. Guys, WWE, if you go overseas again, do not show Soul Ruka's daddy if you want her cheered. But anyway, but
She was there. He was there.
no, I'm just saying, if in the future, never show that man because they'll boo her like every other black woman.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
But the
I
thing is,
see.
right? The
Hmm.
Brock thing, it was like he did survive, and I agree with that. It's kind of like a Dragon Ball where like Goku don't survive Jiren or like Broly. He
Whew,
didn't
you
beat his.
lost me
He's a
with that one. I don't know.
yeah. Hey, I'm going nerd here. I'm
No,
going
it's not
nerd
nerd.
here.
Hey, that's y'all thing. I just saying I don't know. But yeah,
Hey,
go ahead, rock
but
out.
but like, or even like in certain sports games, right, where you didn't really win it, you survived it. But Brock, when the last time Brock's jumped someone right when the bell rang? He did that. He was out of
Uh,
character for this match,
One that
because
comes to mind is Seth Rollins WrestleMania 35, where he just beat the crap out of Seth before the bell
Yeah,
rang.
it's not often, Bill, but it's happened. It has, but it's not
yeah,
often. I see what you're saying. It's not
Yep.
often, but it's
yeah,
happened before.
because like you could tell Brock was desperate and like his thing talking about he didn't want to go out that way. I do agree that Brock is done. He wants to go home, but he want to do business. It reminded me. I remember when Lawrence Taylor saw this story where he was going to retire at 92, but he tore his Achilles, and he said, "I can't retire on a medical card." He said, "I couldn't do that," and and I think that's what like Brock is channeling, and I do believe Brock is going to go down in a blaze of glory. It won't be a quick match because usually quick matches aren't squashed, and I think that's going to be it for him. And like y'all said, when Brock likes you, it's easy.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
Oba, and I think also this is a good way to get that first loss out of the way for Oba too. And because it's Brock Lesnar. It's legit. It's Brock. And I know some people think it's gonna be some bad stuff for Oba against Squash. No, they are building him up. And I do remember that Gunther quote where he's talking about getting ready, you gotta work this style, that style. And I also remember Roman, even though he was saying in jest, hey, get your weight or get your experience and stuff like that, because that is a huge step going from starting out until to the top where you have that pressure being a top guy. I think they're doing good with him.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
like y'all said, because I was raising my hand, they stole my point. I was gonna say this where I think Brock is getting that one last payday in Saudi, the F5 over, and that gonna set up SummerSlam. And I think it's gonna main event one of those nights as well. And I do,
Mhm.
but I love the match. It told a story. It did not feel 6 minutes. It felt longer than 6 minutes.
Mhm.
And I think they did a good job of Oba. Was like it took all of this to put him down, and
Mhm.
and I like that. And I'll land my plane and raise my hand in the next match.
Um, Jade and Rhea. I feel like DDM needs to
Go first.
spearhead this
Good.
one. Mhm.
Oh, you talking about Miss Jane?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I told Math, and we got a separate chat for BRP. I said you can show your ass on Thursday if you want to, but I will be shady on purpose, bitch. Okay. But I'm gonna say this, Miss Cargill, you did an outstanding job today. That
Mhm.
reversal of the riptide going into the DDT, I was like, bitch, I ain't know you had it in you. I gagged a little bit. Okay.
Mhm.
I think she did a fantastic job. I was annoyed with the interference because she was doing so well. I
Yeah.
wanted her to either win or lose clean. I didn't like the interference with B-Fab and Nisha. Now, one thing I will say, B-Fab showed the hell out of that ring post spot, bitch. I was like, is you okay, sir?
Mhm.
B-Fab is very talented, and they just have not used her in a way. Um,
Mhm.
that they need to. She's an okay wrestler, but
Mhm.
she has other qualities that tip the scale for me on her. She has just not been used correctly. I
Yeah.
think this is a great first step, but I think the match was great. Um, I have no complaints. I think this showed real progression. This is probably, in my personal opinion, Jay's third match for me that was really good. I think about the gimmick match she had with Naomi, the match with Jordan Grace on SmackDown, and this match. Those are her three best matches so far to me, but she did an outstanding job. As always, she's going to give you a look. That's never an issue. Um,
Mhm.
I was very, very, very. I have no complaints, no notes. But if Mav shows his ass on Thursday, I will find a way to read the fuck out of
Justin.
Oh, we got that recorded. This was really good, and I tweeted this. I was like, I was surprised how good this was. This had no business being this damn good. Like that's twice where the Mania match we were like, we don't know, and then they're like, oh shit, this is really good.
Mhm.
And part two, really good. I think we're just seeing the evolution of Jay Cargill's in ring, which a lot of people complain about, and the girl's put in work. Like y'all could hate on her, she's putting in that work. BFAB, you had one job: grab her damn leg and put it on the rope. You know what I mean? Like get in there if you need to and grab that leg. Other than that, this was a really good match. I was surprised Rhea struggled like strength wise because it's like Rhea strength wise should be matching Jade, and it was like, oh shit, Jade's actually got her on this. But
Well, she's not as big as she used to be. She's powered down a little bit
and that's
physically.
the thing. I keep thinking Rhea,
Yeah,
normal Rhea, and not like nah. She's kind of lost some strength and some
yeah.
muscle.
She's powered down a lot. I think that overall, um, I think I'm noticing that with some of these girls, like Tiffany Stratton powered down too. She's smaller now, so I don't know if this is a
Mhm.
trend or what. But I think overall, bravo, lady Charlotte. I don't know what you're doing, but you look the fuck good, bitch. You look the
Well,
fuck good. The the the,
it's
the,
like I
Mhm.
the
think
outfit Thursday,
someone brought it up. Like Charlotte and Jade are facing each other off rip in the Queen of the Ring tournament. So I think that's why you have her there as I got Rhea's back, but at the same time, boom. Now you have a
yeah.
reason for them to be fighting because Charlotte cost Jade the title.
Exactly. And she looked good. That outfit Friday, I know we talking about the wrestling, but that outfit
Charlotte's been looking
Friday,
amazing of late.
that outfit Friday, the teal off teal with the knee boots with the buckle. I was like, oh, Chef Two Star, is this King Troy? Because it's giving what it needs to give. And then today, the face was facing, the work has settled. My good sis looks good. I have no
Mhm.
complaints. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes. But I will say this: I still miss Bianca Belair, and I know I won't get
Yep.
her for 2 years.
And
We all
Naomi.
do.
Mm-hmm.
I miss. I'm on my own against the wall. The pressure's building. I know I will never fall because when the crowd they hear me roar and then they see I'm way much better than before.
She
I never
never
needed you at
forgets
all.
it.
That's the only.
I
Are you twirling your drink like she twirls her
Yeah,
hair?
that's the only.
right.
That's the only. That and the Bella Twins is the only theme songs I know. You can look, but you can't touch. You can't see.
That's
Boom,
right.
chicka doom doom, boom, chicka doom doom, boom,
Nah, we
chicka
gotta
doom
check
doom.
DDM's blood alcohol
Yeah.
content. He having too much fun over there.
Oh
No, but
my
I
God.
think they did a good job.
Corey. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Core.
Yes.
Core.
Hello.
You're up next.
Oh no, I'm here. I was letting them rock. Singing the
Mm-hmm.
songs, doing the dance, everything.
Yep.
It was doing great. Um, Jay, again, I mean, it sounds, echoing the same sentiments as everybody else. Jaden Rhea was fine. I mean, this was the match to kind of end that feud with them two in particular. So Rhea going over was perfectly fine. I think that's what needed to happen anyway. Um, I think they're going towards Jade and Charlotte, in the interim before eventually it's going to be Rhea and Charlotte again, I think, at SummerSlam. I think that's where it's going. That Charlotte's going to get she could possibly win Queen of the Ring, to be honest. I think Charlotte's a
Mm.
good pick
I think
to
she
win it,
should
for
for it. I
real.
really think she should because the last two winners of Queen of the
Hmm.
Ring has not given that crown don't have the prestige to me. Because
Okay.
no shade,
Hmm.
no shade. When
Hmm.
Jay beat Oscar, I was like, what is this? And then before that,
Right.
I think Nia Jax got it as a most improved
Yeah,
product.
Nia. Hmm.
So they need somebody who they need a real bench with that crown this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's almost, a given that Charlotte needs to be the queen of the ring at some point in her career anyway. So, I mean, she's already the queen. I mean, you might as well make her the queen
The
of the
queen
ring.
of the ring.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I mean, I think this would be a good year to do it. I mean, you don't have to do any kind of break up with Alexa or anything like that. But if there's an opportunity to do your clean break, clean getaway without any kind of malice with the team, it's this. You could easily move Charlotte back into permanent singles with a Queen of the Ring win, honestly. I mean, I think they should do it. I mean, she's somebody I think that could easily go in and beat Rhea for the championship at SummerSlam. I mean, I don't see a reason for Rhea has gotten past Jade. She got the WrestleMania win. I'm okay with her just going WrestleMania to SummerSlam and then dropping it to somebody else. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think that's the trajectory I would like to see.
Yeah. I agree. Big Bixby.
All right. Y'all know I was a day one.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
Adam.
sorry. I go out.
I'm sorry,
I go
Adam.
out.
You're
No, go ahead.
like
Go ahead, Bill. I'm good.
Bill and then Adam. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. I didn't want to step on anybody. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all know I was a day one Jay fan and defender. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the thing is though, and I think this happens to some wrestlers. Some are just better working as a heel, some are better working as a babyface. Uh
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as she turned heel, you could tell how she worked. It looked like it. You can tell she put the work in to train and develop and stuff. But you see her getting better. But I agree. I didn't want the interference. I thought the match was going just fine without it. And,
Mm-hmm.
because I enjoyed it. And you could tell that they have Rhea and Jay have the excellent chemistry with each other. And
Mm-hmm.
and there was a sequence of that match where they kept doing reversals and stuff, and Jade was right there. And the fact that she fully embraces being a heel, and she works that crowd so well as a heel, it pisses them off. It's kind of like when your mama give you a whooping, it's like you something to cry about. She's like, "I'll give you something to boo," uh, and I love that. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
curious where they'll go with her next. But I do think that it's Charlotte's time to win the world title again. It's kind of like when they put Bianca in the tag division for a year. And I
Yeah.
think the same thing with Charlotte. Hey, all these folks are complaining. She took that step back. but she's a true star, like Bianca. She's a true star. And you gave some other people a shot there. But Charlotte is a star. You got to put her in that marquee, keep her there as long as you still have her, because we know she's closer to the end than she at the beginning. So why
Mhm.
not use that right now? Get her that win at SummerSlam, that appreciation. And I think that's a good thing. But I enjoyed the match. I thought that was the right winner was Rhea, and they had a good feud. And it shows that you don't have to exchange Christmas cards to have a good match to have chemistry. But I loved it and I enjoyed it, and I really love watching Jade improve over this past couple of years she's been there. And I think they keep going. And I got a question. I land my plane. Do y'all think
Mm,
they should move Jade to Raw? And I'll land my plane.
no. I think
No.
she needs to stay where
No.
she at.
Mm.
Yeah, she needs to stay where she's at.
I miss Bianca Belair. I really do. And
Yeah.
I
I
know that
miss
I'm not.
Naomi.
I know that I'm not going to get her for at least 2 years because she is the type of woman. She strikes me as the type of woman that she's going to want time with her child. She's not just going to have a baby and then a couple months and then be back. Like I just don't see it. So I'll be on my own against the wall in 2028.
I love it.
I wonder. I
Adam.
wonder if
Oh,
Bianca and
sorry.
Naomi be like having play dates with like the newbies, just watching the product. Like, damn, if we were there, we'd be doing this and that.
Probably. Probably.
All right, Adam, you up?
I believe it.
I don't have anything to add on Jade and Rhea other than Jade is amazing. She trolls the crowd like no one else. Bill's right. And then Rhea,
Mhm.
the way that she's modified her offense as she's lost that muscle mass, like she was pulling out some Io Sky moves tonight, and I thought that was really cool. Both ladies just they shined. It was awesome.
Mhm. Um,
I do have
should
something
we
on
get
Philly
to
though.
it?
Oh, who the WWE champion retaining the
The
championship?
second
Is that what you're
shortest
talking
match
about?
with the finish.
Um, I thought it was me. I thought it was me being Mimi. I was like, did that ending? Something was weird with that ending because I was cooking at the same time, right? And so I was just like, something was fishy. But then I saw everybody was saying that the ending was a little
They
weird.
had the worst
So I need
camera
to go
angle.
back.
They used the other side,
I need to
which
go
so we
back.
didn't see the
Okay.
foot under the rope. So we were like, wait, what the fuck is over? It was one of
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
those.
hard.
that was the point. But go ahead. To me, that was the point of the whole thing was to show the bad camera angle on
Oh, so
purpose,
you think
so
it's
it looked
deliberate
I
wonky.
agree.
versus
Yes,
Yeah, I agree.
absolutely,
I agree.
absolutely. Yeah, it's to get you to another match with Cody and Gunther, and it's probably happening in Saudi, and Gunther's probably winning in Saudi.
I don't know about that.
It's a possibility because unless something wonky happens there, let's go under the assumption from earlier: Seth's winning the King of the Ring.
Hmm.
You're going Seth and Roman. So who is Cody's challenger if Cody's the champion going into SummerSlam? You could stretch Gunther and Cody out to SummerSlam to where you're getting Gunther and Cody, and Gunther could win it there. Wherever it happens, the end result of this to me is Gunther winning the world championship from Cody. Don't know if it's in Saudi or if it's in Minneapolis, but it's one of the two. And this was the start of you getting there.
Mm.
Was Gunther, having the foot under the rope, having the immediate complaint. And it's funny how they did that, considering that's how he beat AJ Styles, in a similar fashion that AJ, tapped him, but then he ends up getting the win and all. But the same kind of miss call by the ref type of situation. But it gets you to another match. So I think that's what. So yeah, the wonky camera angle, the choppiness, and I even thought the same thing they did with I honestly thought it was the same thing with BFAD when it looked like she missed the cue to get Rhea's foot. I mean Jay's foot on the rope. I think it was done on purpose to where it was getting them removed from the match and the referee seeing it. I didn't think it was a mistake. Could have been a mistake.
It
Cool.
just came
I
off
didn't think it
sloppy.
was.
It came off sloppy. It came off like a little like there was like a hiccup
Yeah,
there, and then I think it threw like what DDM said. I think with that match, had there not been any interference, they
it
were
shouldn't have
on
been
a
there in the first place, though.
yeah, they
Yeah,
were in a she was in a rhythm, and then it just got almost like it was a distraction for
yeah.
her, and
Jade could have
then it
afforded to
just
lose clean. She could
threw
have afforded to lose
yeah,
clean.
and that's how it should have been. It should
Yeah.
be like her having them around and them being the reasons why she like I don't like that. I don't like that because I have been hard on her, but I want her to succeed, and her succeeding is not by having people help her win. But
And
that's not what we're talking
I
about.
do think the foot thing was a botch
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
the reason why I know it was a botch was the referee kept counting and the referee stopped. The way that it looked, it was like
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
referee knew that she was supposed to put the foot up there, and
Mhm.
because the referee really, if he didn't notice, because he really didn't notice, he wasn't. If you look at the footage, he wasn't really looking like that. But the referee said, "I can't end the storyline like this, so I'm gonna stop it." You can tell,
Mm.
like
Mhm.
when you
Yeah, he
look
couldn't
at
have
it,
fed.
you can tell that the referee was in on the fix, of course, and the referee was like, "This bitch ain't do what she's supposed to do. I ain't gonna count." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, so I do. I don't think that that was on purpose. I think it was just a small flub from B Fab, but she paid the cost by eating that ring post spot very well. Um, and I have no complaints. Um,
Yeah.
overall, I think that with Gunther and Cody, um, I like Gunther's response to it a lot. Um, I
I
am
didn't see it yet.
I like how he argued with the referee.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
honestly, here's the thing. Here's something that they did that I thought was very smart. Typically, in a situation like this, Gunther would have smacked the referee or did something crazy. He
Yeah, I
didn't.
thought he was gonna go crazy. Yeah.
By him not doing that and Cody winning the way that he did, it garners more sympathy for Gunther and makes you start to resent Cody more. I find
Mm-hmm.
myself because I'm not like Mimi, no shade. I don't have this blood feud with Kodak. But what I'm
Oh no, they
finding,
can be saved. It's
Not a
fine.
blood feud.
what I'm finding is he is now getting on my nerves. And he's getting on my nerves because on SmackDown, Gunther kind of read him, and it was true. I don't know if he was listening to Mimi on BRP or what, but when he said you only care about you and all of the stuff that he was saying, I was like, that's low key true, and it sounded like from the house of Mimi. Um, but I think that um, I'm getting tired of Cody Rhodes. Like I'm getting tired of him. And to me, when he has the belt, you know how when some people have the belt, it's just a certain feeling, and when they don't have it, you miss them. I don't miss Cody when he don't have the belt. Like it doesn't make me feel one way or another when he don't have it. Versus certain people when they don't have a belt, like a Roman Reigns or something. It feels you feel a
A
absence.
sense of emptiness.
I don't feel empty when he don't have it, and quite frankly, I'm tired of him with it. It's time to move on. That's all I have.
Is there an avenue that Jay Uso wins the King of the Ring and
I
faces
don't know.
Roman?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't think so. I think the Jey Uso ship has sailed a little
Yeah,
bit.
I think he had his WrestleMania moment, bitch. The
Yeah,
show's
I think
over.
yeah,
Everybody be
his
safe getting
time.
home.
Hmm. He's not yeeting. He's not bright colors. He's dark tank top, wife beater.
Just wondering.
Yeah,
I was just
and
throwing it out there. I'm not picking it or
and
anything.
Jay's
I
on
was
No,
just
no,
this,
no.
throwing it.
I know.
and Jay's on the
Hmm.
same side of the bracket as Seth, Javon, Finn, even Ricky Saints, who have more momentum than Jay right now.
I think I think they might still save him. Maybe him not winning might be a schmozzy type situation. Maybe I don't know to help move another story along and into within the bloodline. I think maybe I don't know, but yeah, I think it's time. That character um did the yeet thing, and now it's time to move on from the world. Like he did all the things that he needed to do, and he's good. I think. Even with Jimmy, when I think about Jimmy, I'm like, does it even make sense at this point? I don't
Nah,
know. I don't know. I don't think so. You know?
I do.
Big Jim ain't never getting a singles run. He
No.
is one of the picks forever. Like
Yeah.
that's just you a supreme niece. You ain't never getting a you ain't never getting
Not
a
a
singles
backup.
run.
He was a backup dancer. Um,
so
yeah, I mean, I always feel like, whoever he's in the ring with makes him look good. This was it. Gunther hat was dominant. He should have won, but I knew what it was. And that's it.
Mm. Yeah, I thought it was an excellent match. I thought both of them. I think them having a couple of matches on the kind of the circuit helped a little bit with this match. This match seemed like they flowed pretty well together. And it definitely, again, feels like it's going to another match. I don't know if it's Saudi or if it's Minneapolis, but it's definitely going to another match. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
I'll see. Maybe they even fight in New York. You never know.
Oh yeah, Saturday night's main event is coming up too,
Yeah,
right?
hmm
yeah.
All right.
That's after Night of Champions. Yeah. So
All right. I think that was it, right? Aside from
yeah,
Tripale, which was an amazing show.
Street
Triple
Money
A
fight.
ain't bitch. The match of the
Yes.
weekend was last night at 12
Oh
o'clock
That's
my
Eastern
right.
god,
Standard Time.
That's right.
that
That's
mass
right.
versus mass, holy shit!
Amazing.
That was
Amazing.
poetry in
huh.
motion.
Motion.
That is the
Yes.
peak. That is the highlight of Chad Gable's WWE career.
Yes.
That was his
Yes.
WrestleMania moment. I
Yes.
don't think
All of
he'll ever
it.
get better than that.
Yeah.
Like that was his time. Triple A is becoming the place for the wrestling talent who can really wrestle and going to a venue that really appreciates that and having
Yes.
storylines weaved in because even with
Yes.
Viking Raiders, they had a War Raiders had a great time last night. You know,
Yes.
that is AAA, no shade, is becoming a very valuable option. And I'm loving what they're doing. Ludwig and Kaiser is doing a fantastic job. That match last night, even though I think they got a little overbooked in the end, but it's Mexico, it's the home of telenovelas, so it makes sense.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I thought it was fantastic. But I mean, that don't have nothing to do with now. But that was the match of the weekend. No shade, nothing's beating that this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, it had everything. It had the story. It had the pageantry. It was a long ass feud that went on, and the decision to move it from Raw and WWE to AAA was very smart too. 'Cause I think people were getting like, "Why are we seeing this on Raw?" But then like the AAA crowd's like, "We fucking love Grande Americano." Like
Mm-hmm.
that man is. He might be the most over wrestler right now. Period. Like I'm seeing like the mariachis and like the Mexican fans like really embrace him as like, yo, like he's ooh, it's like prime Rome tribal chief Roman over levels.
I realized that yesterday. I didn't realize how over it was. I knew that I liked it there
Paint
because for
murals
Mm.
some
for him.
reason the clips that I've seen have been in story form. I love that comic book thing that they did because it basically, like, even without, like, I can watch Spanish movies and telenovelas and understand what's going on for some reason,
Mhm.
but I can't watch like a Dutch movie or a movie within another language and understand what's going on. But for some reason, I can watch Spanish movies, Spanish like they have these shows that are on Netflix that I just absolutely love, but they're in Spanish with subtitles. I don't need to read the subtitles to understand what's going on.
Yeah,
And that's what it felt like. It felt like I was watching the show in totality for the first time and I was understanding what was happening. And that crowd really, really helps the viewer really understands what's going on too. It's like a classic crowd that's divided between heel and face. I have not seen that in a very long time because we cheer heels here. You know what I mean? So it was refreshing to watch yesterday. And that match, like that was a long time that I've ever seen a match this brutal, and I fucking enjoyed it. It
Chad
was
Gable
great.
was leaking, bitch. The whole time he was doing his
Yes.
post speech, I was like, please get a medic to stitch him up.
Yeah, I was
He
like, just
gonna
throw
need
some
Yes.
water on his face
like
for
he
the
gonna
love of
need
God.
a
This thing is
tetanus shot and
all
some
over
more
his
shit.
face.
Mm.
They should
And you
those
get
masks. I would love to have those masks. Those masks should be auctioned.
Oh, wow. I
I
wonder
don't know
if.
about auction. If I'm
I
Kaiser,
got
I'm
some
keeping
computers at
Gable's
some point.
mask.
Well, yeah, but I just
Like
feel like that
I'm
mask
keeping
is
that
so
and framing
valuable.
that or
Like
giving that to AAA.
I was looking at the
Mm.
mask and I was like, that is, you know how when WWE used to have that show where they went in like in search of wrestling artifacts and like trying to buy them from somebody.
Yes.
I feel like
Yes.
that has entered that territory for me
Yes.
personally.
Yes. Yes. I didn't realize that was a thing. Like I never realized that they took off their masks. I thought that you just was a luchador and that was it, and your mask never came off. So I was interested to see like how is this gonna like what do you mean mask versus mask? Okay, this makes sense because he's American, but do they actually do that? And then when they were showing the clips, like I got a little history lesson myself.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely.
hmm.
But
Yeah, I need to start
well,
watching AAA more. My God.
Oh,
me too. It just comes on so late.
Well, and especially last night
no,
where you
dude.
had like Jay Z's Roost picnic concert, and enough people were
Hmm.
like streaming it to where it's like, oh, I could watch this. Thank you, whoever's streaming. So I'm like half Jay Z, half Game 7 because my Knicks are playing whoever. And then I was like, please let something end so I can go immediately to AAA after this. But I need to start watching this on a weekly basis because I've been hearing for a while. Like AAA has been like super late. It's almost like black and gold NXT, but then like instead of like a confined crowd, you have a legitimate Mexican crowd that's like, nah, if we rock with it, you gonna hear it. But if we don't fuck with it, you gonna hear it too.
Hmm.
And it's an easy
Hmm.
way to like have like certain talent go over there and like try shit out. And I like you guys were saying, like I like that Bailey's over there more often, like
Yeah, I saw that
Natty's
too.
over there more often. Now you got the Viking Raiders. Obviously Dominic's got the title. And I didn't know till I was last night years old that Undertaker was really like part of that behind the scenes. I did not know that. I'm
Okay,
like,
Mark
So,
Calloway
yeah, I
ass is
like Mark
over there
Calloway.
doing it.
What
Yeah,
I know that name, but are we sure? And I was
Hmm.
like, yeah,
that
man,
went.
he's been doing his thing over there.
He has. He
yeah,
has.
so two things. One, I thought we would have saved that for Tuesday, but it's okay. Um, two,
Hmm.
yeah, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to just use somebody else to start filtering what I've said about AAA for months now. That y'all need to be watching AAA. I,
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh my god.
sorry.
Oh
I'm
my god. Are
sorry.
you doing this right
I'm
now?
yes.
sorry.
Are you
Do you know
doing this
why?
right now?
Do you know why?
Oh
Because I
my
literally was like,
god.
yo, AAA
Oh my
and
god.
NXT are the best shows that they have right now. For
Did
a
we
while.
really need that gutter ball of emotions,
Yeah.
Corey?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
This is so
Right when y'all
uncouth.
are feeling great, here I come. There it is.
Oh my god. Just like a heel,
Yep.
like
The-
Yep.
jumping
Because
on the ring apron like Paul Heyman with his finger
oh
out.
my
Like,
god.
what the I've been saying this. Like, Jesus,
yes.
Corey.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry,
Oh,
okay? I am
oh
sorry.
my
My Knicks are on a
god.
historic run at
no.
the moment,
No.
and Jay
Oh
Z's
No.
my
coming
god. You and
outside,
the fucking Knicks.
and then on top of this, AAA has been. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
This is a
Oh
lot.
my god.
I
Yeah.
Y'all are
AAA for
apologize.
a
killing
while. Yeah.
me.
No. For a while. No. But really, it's. I've been. It's kind of been
Yo,
like.
Corey been holding that in for like a
And
while.
he was
That's
Yeah.
holding in the whole
he's like,
show.
I am
He was holding in
enough.
the whole show.
No, because you know, Mimi, I would say
Oh,
I've been saying for a while, like, yeah, I watch AAA
oh
every
my.
Saturday. I was like, it's on demand. You can watch it later. You don't have to watch it on Saturday.
Corey, 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 Corey.
Oh my
I will
god.
forever here in this space, literally, be
This is
that guy.
this is Corey
Okay,
cutting a heel
okay,
promo on the post show.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
okay, okay,
yes.
okay.
Because
Let's just
Oh
take it,
my
yeah,
god.
Justin. Let's just take it.
yeah,
Let's
you're
just take
right.
it.
It doesn't matter.
I
You're
said
gonna
I'm
take it.
sorry. I said I'm sorry.
No, don't even. Just
No,
listen.
yeah,
Just listen.
no. For a while, it's interesting how, and I texted you all this last night. Um, Hunter and Sean and Taker with the three entities that they're kind of going around with. Um, you could feel their hands in certain things. It as I told you, I definitely felt that Gable and Kaiser was going at least 30 minutes, but to give them an hour, I thought was very well done.
Mhm.
Didn't like how WWE maybe a day or two before though they retweeted an article that clearly said in the start of the article they were praising literally Ludwig Kaiser and Chad Gable. I'm like, y'all literally
It's so
yeah. I was
sloppy.
like,
It's so
why
sloppy.
repost
Like
that? Like,
I think not to cut
no,
you
no,
off,
no.
but
I
I
go ahead. Yeah,
honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I personally be feeling like ever since management has changed, everything feels sloppy. Nothing feels like they're putting out stuff without you know how like you just
yeah,
submit a paper without rereading it and kind of like just fine tuning it and
yeah.
tweaking it,
No
like
review,
it's
no
no
anything.
review,
Yeah,
no nothing. And I just feel like even on the socials it feels that way, like they're just tweeting things that are just not really the WWE voice. And even with the change, like you see where the changes are,
right.
even with the camera stuff, like production, it's just not the same at all. And it's interesting that you pointed out because I missed that, but I feel like they post like a match or Chad Gable was going to be in something and they showed his face or something, like it was something
They
else.
probably have done something that
Yeah.
like that similar. No, no, that
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me if you saw that
Yeah.
because I really was sitting there like, why repost this article like 2 days or a day before the match is getting ready to happen, revealing who the two characters? Yes, we know who they are, we know, but it's like, come on, like for the sake of watching it,
Right.
especially where it is because it's taken so much more seriously in Mexico than it would be here. I was like, that's a little sloppy to repost that. And Mimi, so when you were talking about, the history of it and everything, I was like, oh, good for Mimi that she gets to see this because that is how it, yeah, that is how mask versus mask for the longest time
Worked.
has gone
Mm.
in Mexico. Like those are those are not only feud ending, like they are like career changers when those matches,
Mm.
they aren't just whimsically thrown out there. Oh, we're gonna have a no disqual, we're gonna have a mask versus mask like it's a no DQ match. Like mask versus mask is literally the end all be all.
Right.
And that's why so many people, 25, almost 30 years ago, took such offense when they had the Rey Mysterio Kevin Nash match in WCW when Rey had to unmask because
He
of the
did?
symbolism of what. Yes, there's a whole 3 year period that Rey's unmasked and
Yep.
wrestles in WCW.
Yep.
So
I
Oh
know.
yeah,
wow. I
so
didn't
there's
realize
a
That
that.
was
yeah,
no
And he
limit Rey
looks like he's 14
Mysterio.
years old.
yeah, it's a big deal. And people, they just kind of thought, Eric Bischoff and all them kind of just pissed on the legacy of what it meant in Lucha
Career.
Libre at that time.
Mm.
Cause, I mean, you know, Conan was out there with Ray, and I think somebody else was out there when he had to unmask, and get and do it. And then, it kind of, Kevin Nash was kind of like, oh, put it back on, and kind of making the jokes with it and everything. But it was so dumb, and I always gave WWE credit for letting Ray come back with the mask on as if nothing ever happened.
Mm.
Because when he come back, as in his debut with WWE, when he came to WWE, he came back as Rey Mysterio. Like there wasn't a whole 3 year period before that he was unmasked.
Mm.
So for them to do that, I always gave credit that they gave him his career back essentially because Ray. I mean Ray was so good, but it's like he got cut off. To me, he got cut off at the legs before he ever truly became Rey Mysterio when he got unmasked in WCW, and it never led to anything.
Mhm. Him getting
So
unmasked never led to anything.
yeah, in WCW,
Mm.
yeah. because it was like you got it was for the sake of ending that feud with him and Nash, but it didn't have to go that far
Right.
because because people don't remember, or they probably do, part of that stipulation with that heralded Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero match from Halloween Havoc '97 was mask versus title, and that's when Ray wore the entire bodysuit, so Eddie wouldn't unmask him. He tried to take his mask. He wore the whole bodysuit. So that was a big deal. And for them, that was a big deal. That's when you use a stipulation like that with the mask, just especially in that culture, you shouldn't just be throwing it around as just, oh, they can maybe do this or maybe. No, it's a big deal. So I'm glad they, showed the legacy of it in AAA
Yeah.
especially. So yeah.
That was, oh wow, this is knowledge to me as well. For sure, for sure. Um, I wish we had the network right now because I don't even know where to find that time
Oh no, you
period.
can go on. You could go on the WCW YouTube page. There's a whole WCW YouTube page, like WWE Vault.
Uh-huh.
WWE has a WCW page with all of their stuff on there.
Okay.
So at least most of the pay-per-views and a lot of the notable nitros I know are up.
Okay.
But it seems like it's the precursor to what eventually there will be a WWE, like there already is a WWE Vault section. There will be a WCW section that
Mm,
everything's going to be uploaded. We're probably going to have to pay for it, but that's where it's going to be eventually. That's where I think it's going.
gotcha.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're here in the end. We had a great. Would you say it was great, or would you say it was good,
Really good.
Corey? Really good. Yeah.
It was, I mean, no, I'm joking. Of course, it was great. It's
I
always great to talk to
was about
everybody
to
else,
say, not you.
and Justin. It's great to talk to Justin and Mimi. You're
Oh
there.
my
It's
god.
great to talk to you as well.
Listen, one day, Corey, one day, I'm gonna see
One day,
you.
listen, July 18th is coming sooner than expected.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Oh,
right. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna see you outside.
Yeah, yeah. You see me outside this.
All right, y'all. I'm a little tipsy. Y'all
Well,
have a
thank
good
you.
evening.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Dap.
All
Dap, for
right.
Always a
yeah.
pleasure.
joining. Thank you, everybody else, for joining. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see what happens tomorrow. What stories unfold.
Don't forget 2 o'clock
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. 2 o'clock Raw. If you have
Yes.
on the East Coast. That is.
that's right. But you got to find your link though.
No, you don't. No, it's
No, it's
Netflix.
Netflix.
It's Netflix. What
It's
are you
gonna be
talking
on.
about?
They're
Yeah.
gonna be on.
Mimi? What is wrong with you?
No, would they? Would
They've
they?
been
Would they
doing
hold
that
on?
on Netflix for like the last couple of Raws when they've gone
Yeah. Every
overseas.
time they're
It's
overseas with Raw.
SmackDown that gets the tape delay.
It's
Yeah.
Not if you got
SmackDown, we need the
VPNs.
VPNs, but
SmackDown.
Netflix said like,
Okay.
nah, bitch, it's 2 o'clock. Let's go.
2 o'clock. Let me put on my
You
thing.
forget, you forget Netflix. We international.
That's right. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. All right, y'all.
Do you, or you're gonna forget again?
I no. I'm gonna put an alarm. I'm gonna
Um,
put on an alarm right now.
I'll actually,
Set the
Uh,
alarm for 1:55, not 2 o'clock.
yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my lunch at that time too.
Oh my god.
It's a process, okay?
hey man,
Just like
Um.
I said, watch AAA, but
Oh my
we'll see what
god.
happens.
Listen, I love you guys. I'll talk to you Tuesday.
I love you more.
Okay,
I'm
bye.
lying.
Yes, you do.
peace.